Mike, test it.
where we teach Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians make up the 12 tribes of Israel. Sabbath services here. Officer Maradakia, Officer Isupk. We're going to call our first candidate. Go ahead. State your registry.
Hayar Ban Yahweh, Ban Yashal.
Hayar Ban Yahweh, Ban Yasharal.
How about Shimi Al-Shabrakathon?
How about Shem Yahweh? We'll do Deuteronomy 2 then. 2. So we'll just leave off from there. Oh, line up. Sorry. Let me blow the horn.
Hayashal.
Yalla. Scrolls.
So you want to do 2 of these or?
No, whatever. No, we have to do all of them.
Okay.
At the end, we can do that.
Yeah, okay, I got you. So when you're hot, them, this means facing east. Do the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kadash, Ayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakka, Ba'ab, Ratazaka, Ayah, Asha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Ayah, Ashemayim, Thundanawa, Kau, Yawam, Wasalakinawa, Wallaha, Dabahanayawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Mala, Wahatapara, Wahala,
Wahalayam. Aman. What we said in the Hebrew, we said in English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Our, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. We forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, ever. So be it.
Power, Yahweh,
Shemi Havshah, Babukusha, Akak, Larapa'ah, Kalmalaka, Kalmadawa, Akak, Latahar, Rahatanazarian, Akak, Kayam, Hamatayam, Akak, Al-Rakawaf, Hamatala, Agarshan, and what we said in the Hebrew, we said in English, Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness, all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power of unclean spirit, to cast them out, in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it. Bless Israel, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Barak, Wahab, Mayasapari, Barak, Rapa'ah, Magan, Wayasha Hashem Yahushai, Aman. What we said in the Hebrew, we said in English, Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us in Israel, in school, bless, heal, shield, and protect our loved ones. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you. So be it. Psalms 121. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahoria, Mahayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shemayam,
Shabayam,
Wa'arataza, Ayatan,
Ayatan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Ragalka,
Ragalka,
Shalaga, Al Yanawam,
Ainawam,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Hana,
Hana,
La'a,
La'a,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yayashan,
Yayashan,
Shawamar,
Shawamar,
Yasha'ala,
Yasha'ala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tzalka,
Zalta,
Al Yad,
Ayat,
Yam Yanka, Yamamam,
Yamamam,
Yashamash,
Yashamash,
La'a,
La'a,
Shalaga, Yakaka,
Yakaka,
Wayarak,
Rayara,
Balalaha,
Balayala,
Yahweh, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Shamarka,
Makarai,
Barai,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Aknahashka,
Aplashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Shamar,
Taza'aka,
Taza'aka,
Mabawahaka,
Wabba,
Mahata,
Mahata,
Wala Alawam.
Wala. What we say in Hebrew, I will lift up mine eyes to the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is the shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore.
Psalms 83. Allahayim,
Adamaya,
Lakha, Al, Lakorash, Wa'al, Nashakwat, Al, Kaya, Hanan, Awayam, Awayam Yaka, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Al Amaka, Yahawar, Ahariam, Sawada, Wa'ata, Ya'atazawa, Al Tazapanya, Amawa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Wala'a, Yasakar, Sham, Yasha'ala, Awada, Kaya, now what's like now I'm gonna break this down. Now what's a Zayawa? Naba, Yakadwa, Al Yakad, Baryawa, your car was what? Allah Sulaya. Ayat Sulaya. Al Sulaya. Al Yat Sulaya. Al Yala Sulaya. Al Hawya Sulaya. Al Dawam. Wa Yashamai. Allah. Yam. Mawa Abba, Wa Hagarium, Gabal, Wa Amam Salagi, Wa Amawan, Wa Amalak, Halashaf, Yeshabya, Tazawar, Gum, Ashawar, Nalawa, Amam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aisha, Laham, Kamadya, Kasaya, Sahawa, Kayabanyan, Banakol, Kayash, Nash, Nasha Bagwa, Bakayan, Yakorai, Ayawa, Daman, Layadama, Shayadamwa, Nada, Yam, Mawa, Kaorab, Wakatazabak, Wakatazol, Manai, Kal, Nasa, Nasa, so like a Nasa Yakmwa,
Kamwa.
Ashaw,
Shah.
Yamawa,
Yamawa.
Naya, so like a Naya Russia,
The Sharasha.
Nasha, so like, let me say that one more time. What is it again? Because
The Sharasha.
Nasharasha, Lanawa,
Anawa.
Af,
Af.
Naawaf,
Anawa.
Alahayam,
Alahayam.
Alahaya,
Alahaya.
Shayatamwa,
Sayatamwa.
Galya,
Galya.
so like a Katash, Lapanya,
Lapanya.
Call, Katash,
Ash.
Daba Ira,
The Ba'ayar.
Wa, Dalaba,
Dalahat.
Dalahat, Horium,
Horium.
Khan,
Khan.
Daradakma,
Daradakma.
Masa'arika,
Masa'irika.
Masaba, so like a weapon, so like a weapon, so like a weapon, I'm pretty sure I said that one, so like a weapon, so weapon, is that right? Is that the
What you got, sir? I couldn't see it.
weapon?
Oh, Wapaka.
Yeah, that's right. Weapon.
Wapaka.
Tabalahayam,
Tabahalam.
Malaha,
Malaha.
Hanyam, so like a Hanyam, Kalawan,
Kalawan.
Wa'a, Hashwa, Shamka,
Shamka.
Yahweh, Yabashwa,
Bashwa.
Wa'a, Bahalawa,
Bahalawa.
Ayai, Wa'a, Kapara, Abatwa, Waha, Yawa'ai, Kaya, Shamka, Yahweh, Nabaka, Alawan,
I'll call Harataza. What we said in Hebrew, we said in English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace. Be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. They that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, Ishmaelites, Moab, Hagarenes, Gobal, Ammon, Amalek, the Philistines, the inhabitants of Tyre, Assurance also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do it to them as to the Midianites, as to Syria, as to Jabin, as the brook of Kasan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Arab and like Zeeb, yet all the princes of Zabah and Azamuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Oh, my Yahweh, make them like a wheel, as a stone before the wind, as the fire beareth the wood, as the flame that set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, and make that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh of the Most High of all the earth. Sir? Shabian,
which means to be seated. Where we at again?
well, Deuteronomy. Let's just go to second chapter there.
Deuteronomy, second chapter. Okay.
Right. Since,
Give me 1 second.
I guess.
Did you read this one out? Did you read that?
Oh, yeah.
Deuteronomy, right?
Yeah, let's go.
Deuteronomy, what again? Chapter 2.
I mean, we were on 1 and 5, 15, so, but I don't remember it. Shit. Let's go to
What verse?
chapter 2.
Oh, chapter 2, verse 2.
No, just chapter 2.
Oh, first verse.
Mm-hmm. We're good.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Right. Oh, wait a minute. Hold it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
not that. It's B right there. Go to where the B is. The bottom. Yeah. Set it up first.
What verse we gonna be studying?
Deuteronomy chapter 2, I guess.
Okay, this is Deuteronomy chapter 2, verse 1. In the Hebrew, it's like Ashar, Yasha, Bathar, it's like Yasha Batham. Oh, it's like that was something else. Okay, this is verse 1. Wana, Pana, Paka, Wana Sa'a, Hama, Dabar Raha, Dara, 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 Haraka, Yum, Sawa, Sawa, Sawa. Yeah, right there. Sawa.
That's correct.
Sawa.
Perfect.
Ka,
Kashar.
Kashar.
Mm-hmm.
Daba,
That's right.
Dabar. Yahweh. Aliyah. Wana Sabah. Ata.
Off.
It's like hard.
Yeah, hard. You know what hard means? Mountains.
Hard. Sha'ara. Sha'ayara.
Hills.
Yamayam. Habiyam. Rabayim. Verse 2. Waya Amar. It's like Waya Amar. Yahweh. Aliyah. La Amiyah. Verse 3. Wabah.
That's
Verse 3.
no. That's a R, right?
Con.
And a B. So Ra.
Ra. It's like Ra. Lakum. Sabah. Sal. That what it is, Sal.
I'm not really sure, but that'll work right there. Off. It's usually you read it off.
Okay. Hahara.
Hahar.
Hahar.
That's like that means like the hills of the country. I mean like the top of the hills and mountains. Yeah.
Hazahah. Panara. Panawas. Like Lakum. Tazab Panay. Tazab Panay. It's like Tazab Panah. Verse 4. Why you thought?
Right.
Ha'ain. Tazawa. La'amara. Watham. I mean, it's like a thumb. Abarayim. But Baga. Baga Baral. Baga Baral. It's like Bagar Baral. Ath. Yakum. Banat. Banaya. Ashar. Hayasham. Hayasham. It's like Haya Shabbat Yum. Basha Ayar. It's like Basha Ayar. What Wayaya Wa Bakum Wana Shama Watham Ma'ai. Verse 5. All Tata Gara Wa Bum Dum
Wow. Yeah.
Kaya La'a
Done.
Athan Lakom Ma'aratazayim I Madaraka
Or Madarak.
Madarak Kaka
Let's say
Ka Regal. It's right here.
that's
Regal.
correct. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. Kaya.
Hmm?
Yawasha Ha. La'asha Wa.
We're gonna say La'ai Shar Wa. That's it.
La'asha Wa.
You had it right.
Natata Ya. Ata. Hawa. It's like
Off.
Mhm. It's like Hawa. I mean
Hard.
Hard. It's like Sha'ayara. Verse 6. A call. Tashabarai. Tashabawa. Ma'ath. Oh no. It's like
What verse are we on right now?
verse 6 right now.
Okay.
Ma'athon. Okay. Ma'athon.
Right.
Bakasakwa. But no, it's like, is it?
Bakasa.
Basak. But also like Bakasa. Wa'a Kala Thum. Wagom. Mayum. The Kawara. Ma'ata Yum. Baka Sakwa.
No, it's not. That's a pa. Remember that ending P? Right.
Makasa Pop. No, Makasa.
That's close enough.
It's like verse 7. Oh no, it was 106. Like
Right.
yeah, Wasat the Tayaka Wasa Tay Wasa Taya Tayam. Verse 7. Kaya Yahweh Allah Allah Hayak Barak Kayak Bakal Ma'aishaha Yadak
Yadak.
Yadak Yadai Lakat Tayak. It's like Lakatak Ath Hamad the Kawan. It's like Hamad the Ka. No. Hamad the Bar.
Hey.
Hagadol. Hagadol. Hazaha. Zaha. Ara Ba'ayam. Shanaha. Shanha. Yahweh. Al-Hayaka, Amaka, Al Kasarata, the Bawa, Hamara. That's it. That's it.
Deuteronomy.
Okay, all right. Just like about that.
Deuteronomy, chapter 2. Sorry, yeah, Deuteronomy 2. First verse. Then we turned and took our journey into the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea, as the Lord spake unto me, and we compassed Mount Seir many days. And the Lord spake unto me, saying, we have compassed this mountain long enough. Turn ye northward.
All right. Now let me just stop right there. Of course, we've been going into this book just so we can get some context. You understand me? This is the KJV Super Giant Dictionary and Concordance. I'm gonna read the Red Sea first, and then I'm going to read Seir. The Red Sea is a body of water the Most High divided in the Exodus. It also marked the ideal southern border of the Promised Land, and was a port which King Solomon's fleet was stationed. Let's see here. No one needs the exact location of the Israel cross. Okay. And now we're going to read Seir or Mount Seir. And it's kind of, funny to me because you know how in Genesis chapter 25, how it describes Esau. Guess what one of the first words in this book right here for Mount Seir, the first word they have is hairy. You understand? So
Esau,
right, and that's just straight up Esau. You understand? Once you dig into this book, of course the Bible, and then also you have the dictionary and concordance. You will see how everything is playing hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? In the actual Bible,
right.
In Genesis, when Esau and Jacob was giving birth, so being born. Right. You understand? It described Esau as very detailed, as far as red and hairy. Mm-hmm. But then, of course, when it described Jacob, didn't really give a description. Why? Because it was normal. You understand, to see a black child, but when this red hairy creature came out, you understand, it was something totally different. And it just, it just got my, my mind when I'm looking at Mount Seir, and the first thing I see is hair.
Right.
You understand? It says a mountain range that runs the length of Edom, home of Esau and his descendants.
Right.
Edom was sometimes referred to as Seir. You understand? So of course, you understand when of course back in the day, in the biblical days, when people use the word Seir, they would use that as Edom or the land of Esau. So I just wanted to give some little context, like about that, because I don't see any other words that we may need to look up. But we always just want to get some little context and also, get into just a little bit deeper. I apologize about that because we can go keep on reading if you don't mind.
And the Lord spake unto me, saying, verse 3, we have compassed this mountain long enough. Turn ye northward, and command thou people, saying, ye are passed through the coast of your brethren, the children of Esau, and which dwelt in Seir, and they be afraid of you. Take ye good heed unto yourselves before, unto yourself therefore.
And what's so heavy about this scripture right here? Because we can fast forward this scripture to what year we in 2023. Now we're in an unknown land called America, right? And it was conquered by who? By Esau, the Edomites, right? Now look at this phrase, and I want you to just picture, Trayvon Martin. I want you to picture Sandra Bland. I want you to picture the KKK. I want you to picture the police department. It says right here, it says, ye are to pass through the coast, your brethren, the children of Esau, which dwell in Seir,
right,
and they should be afraid of you. Now, when I hear this, because I think about all of the hatred that they have for us,
right,
and when a cop says that they were feared for their life, so what they do, they kill us. You understand?
yeah,
When what was that devil recently out there in Florida that shot that lady in her yard? Oh, it's on my phone, man. Her, I picture her, and then and then of course it was another article, man. I wish I had my other phone with me because I had it, and it's crazy that that we're reading it right now because I was kind of comparing the two.
right.
You understand? So it was a black on black situation, right?
Right.
And then it was a white on black situation. The white woman, quote unquote, feared for her life, and she only got 30 years. Now, the other situation, and I believe it was somewhere here in South Carolina, where it was a black on black. Matter of fact, it was in tip of my tongue, man. So what happened, Nayar? A brother, he had shot a male lady for not delivering his package of weed.
Wow, I ain't never knew that.
So let's see if we can look at that article. Should I get? Y'all gotta bear with me. I wish I could run out to my car real quick because I saved it. Look up, and this just recently. So it didn't recently happen, but he recently got sentenced. It happened about 2 years ago, but it's within South Carolina. Y'all just bear with us. Just give us 1 second.
Package of weed, love.
Yeah. So, see if you can look that up real quick. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna.
Well, if I could say, they fear for our life. They made a law. The guy who was the governor of Florida. He was the one that kind of like made that law a staple in Esau's government to use against us, because they know they fear their life. They know they're gonna shoot us. Claim, they fear us. We're stronger than they, and so, but they think that we're gonna shoot them down, and they're actually they're shooting us.
Right.
You know, we can't go out walk into our streets, and then they blaming us. Oh, we fear y'all. You know, all of a sudden they fear us. They done threw us 20 leagues in the sea, but you fear us. You fear what? Why you bring us over here for labor if you fear us? Why you bring us over here and then put weed and drugs all in our community?
Right.
If you fear us, why would you give us the guns and the drugs that don't make any sense? That's just gonna make us more out of our mind because you want to kill us.
Exactly.
The bottom line.
And my point is exactly now, Officer Nayar, was I lying about what I just said? I knew it was in South Carolina. So you know, for time's sake, we're not gonna go through the whole article, but let's just read that headline if you don't mind, Officer Nayar.
Man gets life sentence for
he gets a what? Hold on. Say it one more time.
Man gets life sentence.
Am I going crazy, Kazakh Paul?
I don't think so. It's right there.
Let's keep reading, brother.
Man get life sentence for killing mail carrier who refused to deliver marijuana package.
Now listen. Now, of course, just like Kazakh Shapar said, they brought this stuff over here to us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you look at the outer realm, or you know, the outer spectacle of things, as far as how did marijuana get over here? How did heroin get over here? How did this? Like they listen to weed with what? Fentanyl. You understand? How did these things get over here? Now, this happened in Columbia, South Carolina.
Right.
You understand? It happened about, I want to say 2-3 years ago, but now the brother, he's just getting sentenced. Meanwhile, in Florida, remember we had brought that out at the podcast, Nayar, with that when that devil had shot and killed that sister, Susan something, whatever. But of course, with the different laws and with the different states, she only got tagged with manslaughter.
Wow.
But meanwhile, I'm not lying to you. We can look it up if y'all want to. Y'all know how I pause and I we can get in that way, or we can just stick with it. But because you want to look it up.
What's
that?
You
should look it up.
What is that?
Like as far as that woman down there in Florida that shot that lady in her front yard in front of the black lady's child. You understand me? And now we're going to compare the two of how everything is just unfolding with the scripture right here.
I found her.
You got it?
Is her first name Susan or something like that? The devil name.
Oh, the devil. Her name is.
I may have been wrong, Susan.
Her name nice. Well, I think it's her last name. So I don't know how to pronounce it.
Let me see.
Whatever.
Lawrence.
Susan Louise Lawrence.
Okay, so that was her first name, Susan.
Yeah, it was.
So Susan is what? Just like the scripture says, what? They should be afraid of you.
Come. Let's see.
So she was quote unquote afraid because so what happened was one Nayar that the sister child had left an iPad in her yard or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So her fearing, because I quote unquote fearing for her life,
right,
shot this woman through her window, right, Nayar? Right. So she gets manslaughter. I think I want to say she gets 30 years. 30 years is the max for manslaughter,
right? If
I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it's within the article. But meanwhile, here in Columbia, South Carolina, that brother got a life sentence.
Wow. For
something that has damaged the black community.
Right.
Something that has pillaged and just something just off the map when it comes to how black people should be living.
Right.
He's looking forward to some weed. Go ahead, Nayar.
Yeah, it says white woman who fatally shot black neighbor arrested on manslaughter charges.
Now,
nice,
come on now, but Nayar, she was afraid for her life. You understand me? she had to be afraid for her life, man. We need to understand how this world is set up.
Right.
You understand? They listen. When when a black man kills another black man, guess what? That it should be held within the household of black people.
Right.
You understand me? And when white people kill black people, we gotta look at that as an act of war. You understand me? Because now they're warring against us. You understand? Which we are a peaceful people.
Peaceful, right.
And the sister, all she wanted to do was go get her child's iPad or some type of tablet, what have you.
Right.
And now that little child does not have a mother anymore.
Right.
Meanwhile, this brother, which is being targeted when it comes to, of course, marijuana. Of course, the sister was doing her job. She wasn't supposed to deliver the package, but of course, she's doing her job. It's all circled around white America. You understand? When it comes to the marijuana and what we're what we're focused on and what we're locked in on. He probably was trying to what's the terminology for it? Serve it or smoke it, whatever the case may be, whatever. But once again, we gotta look at how it came over here. Go ahead.
So how that packaging works, like anybody who's trying to distribute drugs through UPS or whatever, which ain't smart.
Right.
How they do it is they go through a conveyor, they look through it. I don't know if they open it. I don't know how they do it, but I know that if it's something I think they weigh it and all that stuff. And if it's unusual, they gonna pull it off the line, and see what the hell it is. And that's probably what happened.
So you telling me, because she was in the act of delivering, so you telling me that it passed the USPS, surveillance?
Yeah.
Did it have to happen, Kazak?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it would be like some sort of customs, or like if they notice something, they call in the police or whatever.
Right, exactly.
Because they actually on a list. Does this contain this? Contain that? So they got to have some sort of.
Right. So y'all see how this is unfolding? Now the USPS, I'm pretty sure, is ran by some devil. I'm pretty sure the security is ran by some devil. I'm pretty sure the surveillance is ran by some devil.
Right.
They allowed this sister to do what? And if I'm not mistaken, that sister was there for quite a few times. So guess what? She was milking them. She was making that money.
Right.
You understand me? She was making that money. But you gotta look at it of what was all set up beforehand. Tell me a package of weed gonna pass surveillance, gonna pass customs, gonna pass all these things to a gentle, what seemed like a nice older lady.
Right.
And then, of course, it's going to anger a black man because guess what? That's the way he make money. That's the way he comes, subs, peace, whatever the case may be. You don't know the situation in detail. You know that he in hell. If you got to sell drugs,
right?
That's a form of hell right there.
That's right.
You understand me? So now he takes a sister life, black on black crime, life sentence. You understand me? I just want to bring that out. So like it just pinpointed me when I seen this, and they said once again, and they should be afraid of you.
Right.
You understand me? They should be afraid of you, man. We got to realize what's happening out here within America, and I smell America. AMRIKKKA.
Right, and our people think that it's going to change, and it ain't changed yet since I've been living. It's still, we always getting the short end of the stick. We always getting persecuted out here. We always getting killed. We always getting the most prison time and everything just for. I mean, you go out here, they throw you in prison. You can't get a job when you get out, and then the guy starts slinging dope, right? And next thing you know, he called a charge. How you expect him to make a living? There is no such thing as reform. As getting off on another subject, but there's no such thing as reform in prison.
Right.
That doesn't work. They know that, so they use it now as labor to make money for themselves.
Right. Exactly.
That's all it is.
I'm not for certain if because y'all are seeing that Netflix series called 13. I want to say it's called, or maybe I don't know. Maybe it's called. Let me just look it up real quick.
Yeah, they're afraid of you, Kamakan. They're afraid. I'll read this again, sir.
Please do.
And the command, this is the most I want to do. And command thou people, saying, Ye are passed through the coast of your brethren, the children of Esau, which dwelt in Seir, and they said, Be afraid of you. Slocky. And they shall be afraid of you. Slocky. Take ye. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. And I just looked up that Netflix series. I want to go back to the whole incarceration thing that you brought up.
Right.
It's called 13. It's a Netflix series that's been out for years, and I always, I always go back and watch it just so my mind can be in understanding. And I wish they would do, an update on how, because they had a part in there where they were saying it's more black Latino and Native Indians incarcerated than it was back in slavery. You understand me? Yeah. So now, we fast forward. It's like, it's not like we getting, physically beaten. You understand? But now it's more so like, man, the way our mind thinks is getting beaten. You understand me? It's a way that, how our lifestyle is, that's getting beaten. You understand? It's more of the lines of how we conduct ourselves is getting beaten. It's almost like having, like brothers and sisters, like they play the game. It's almost like having, black people as a game, or what's some little old things that they used to do with the
marionettes.
That right there.
Marionettes. You
understand me?
You mean like little string controls? Right.
You understand? It's almost like that now.
That's what they're doing. It's been doing that.
Right. Come on now, like we gotta realize, man, the danger that we are in when we go outside of these walls of the Isupk and the Convention. No. Go ahead, please.
That's just it. Yeah. People don't realize the danger. That's all.
God, you know what I'm saying? And we need to realize it and understand that. And once you leave these walls, it's like you're under so much danger. You're you're going to be targeted. You understand? You're going to be. Good night, man. It's been plenty of times, man, where me and Officer Bond, we didn't been to camp. We go downtown and we see our bosses. You understand? Like I seen my boss. One of the last times we was at camp, he look at me totally different after slavery now. You understand me? So like it's
like it, sir. He's afraid of you.
Right. Hey, give me some of that. It's like it. You understand?
He's afraid of you. He's just what the scripture said. He know now. They say, I see a man of God. I see. They know that they're not. They know that they know who they are. They know they Mount Seir. They know they Seir. They know the Esau. They think like Esau. They smell like Esau. Right. You know goddamn well who they are. Right. And when he see you, he know now. You know the jig is up. Right. Now they're afraid of you. Before I ain't afraid of this nigga because he don't know nothing. He don't know nothing. But he know now. Right. And I'll read that text again, sir, if I can. And command thou, this is what let's say. And the Lord spake unto me, saying, Ye have compassed this mountain long enough, turn ye northward. And command thou the people, saying, Ye are passed through the coast of your brethren, the children of Esau, which dwelt in Seir, and they shall be afraid of you. Take ye good heed unto yourselves thereof. Therefore.
We can just talk about this within itself, and that can just be the class.
That's it.
You understand? Because good night, man. Like how many times has a black Latino man, Native Indian man, had to go outside and work hard and work and slave just to get once he's in his car, relaxed. Relax, going to the grocery store, doing what he needs to do with his family. Right. And then what happens? He gets pulled over for no reason. And now, guess what? I'm in fear of my life. Pow. Right. How many times have we seen this?
All the time. There ain't a black man probably living that have not seen that.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. Good night, man. And then how everything is just so set up. It's almost like, man, you gotta be on your P's and Q's about everything that you do.
Right.
The way you walk, because down here in South Carolina, You know, it's in open carry down here in South Carolina now. It's open carry now, so it's fair game now. Of course, you gotta have a CWP, which I definitely encourage all brothers and sisters, man, down here in South Carolina. Get with our, get with our Shamar department, man, and get that thing on you. You understand me? Because man, it's about to get hot, and we get agitated. But guess who gets more agitated? White society gets more agitated because guess what? We like to have a good time. We like barbecues. Yeah, you know, so like it's time where you know the kids are off of school. You know, if you're a teacher or you know like or you're a stay-at-home mom, whatever the case may be, you know the kids gonna be running around, and if a police officer drives through and he sees a black family having a good time,
right,
he's gonna get agitated at that.
Right. They don't. Exactly right. They don't. It's like
No.
They don't. They know. They know that we're. Listen, it's automatic.
Right.
We're automatically stronger than they are. We're even stronger than they are here. Mind. Stronger than they are. And they're afraid of you.
Uh-huh.
That's why they're always looking around, wondering, they keep an eye on you.
Right.
I say keep an eye on them.
Hey, man, that's what you got to do, man.
Be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove,
You have to be wise when it comes to knowing your surroundings at all times. White society, and I bring this up, because when I was getting my CWP, my instructor was stating that, when he's out with his family, he's looking around for people that are not acting right. Now, what does that sound right?
Say it again. I'm sorry.
So I'm repeating it, and then I'm getting to now, y'all. Okay. So, when I was in my CWP class, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It was, of course, I had a double instructor, and he said when he's out with his family, he's packing all the time because he's ex-military, ex-policeman, all that. And he said, when he's around with his family, he's looking around for people that are not acting normal, usual, or in his mind, not acting civilized. Which I said, no, y'all should like.
So that sounds like premeditation right now.
And that's what I'm trying to get at, because it was so mind you, I'm the only black person in my class. Shalaya, I just want to throw that out there. So like just with that alone, I'm looking like, man, good grief, man, I'm around a whole bunch of terrorists right now.
Right.
You understand? I'm around a whole bunch of terrorists, and then the questions that they would ask is like, oh man, can I wear my gun here? Can I wear my gun here? And the instructor is saying, no, you cannot do that. Do not do that. Call police. Do not, do not draw fire because you quote unquote is afraid. He didn't say that, he didn't say a lines of that, but it was a more so, a double asked the question. Oh yeah, so if I see somebody in a fight, can I pull out my gun? And they would ask that. And the instructor is saying, no, call the police. It reminds me of the whole Trayvon Martin situation. And I talk about Trayvon Martin a whole lot, man, because it was a BET series, man. And I pray to God, man, that they bring that series back. And I talk about it a little bit more often than I should, man. But it's something that we have to be, be in remembrance. You understand? Right. Like as far as what all unfold in that BET series, which they do not have on BET anymore. I've searched and I can't find it because Trayvon Martin is screaming for his life.
Right.
But they reversed it and said, no, that was Zimmerman's voice.
No, that's
now when a child is screaming versus a man is screaming, you can tell the difference.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can tell the difference to the point where it's like, okay, that's a grown man screaming. No, wait. That's a child that's fearing for his life. Pow, 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 pow. You understand me? And you can just hear the 911 calls. It was just so detailed that they had to get rid of it. Literally so much information. And so crazy because they didn't even finish the series. They stopped the series at some point.
They know they were wrong.
Yeah, they knew that they were wrong. It's like, come on now, man.
They knew they were wrong.
And I get tired of it. But I have to think about it, time and time because, that can be any little boy, from Los Angeles to New York, from the UK, Canada, Jamaica, Trinidad, Tobago, whatever the case may be. It can be any little boy that's going to the store or going to the corner store, whatever the case may be, and he's been targeted.
Right.
Oh man, where we at, man? Let's see how this. Just see how heavy this is one scripture is. Go ahead.
And if I can say something, it's confusing because in Georgia, you got open carry.
Right.
That means you don't have to conceal your weapon.
Crazy.
I can strap it on my side and walk into any place that would allow me to walk with it and walk around the street with that weapon. Now I got to think twice when I cross the South Carolina border of what to do. So, and of course, it's different states, which is confusion. Esau's confusion. They make laws, and how you gonna make laws to defend yourself from a line of state? How? I mean, you mean I can shoot him, but if he fall across the line, I didn't have my weapon. So I mean, it's his laws are confusion.
Right.
And, it's just and you make and then getting back to Zimmerman, this man was told. Was he not told to go? I just never understood that. To white people or Esau, they understand it.
Right.
But the Bible tells you because they're afraid. That ain't right for them to go. That's not something in our laws.
Right.
You pursuing your own operator tell you, why are you pursuing that young man?
Why?
I mean, what's your point?
Exactly.
I mean, call the authorities if you want to do that, and they ain't much better.
Right.
When you think about it.
And then this what got me right here is when Zimmerman said they always get away. I don't know if y'all remember that.
I remember that.
Or in the articles, he said to the 911 operator that they always get away.
Right. Go ahead.
Zimmerman? Yeah. No, he's a devil. He's a
it's like his dad was a devil, but I think his mom was Hispanic.
Right.
Yeah, he looked like it is correct.
No,
right.
He's a straight up Esau, Idumea, Mount Seir, hairy man. You understand? And then have the nerve to sell the gun that he shot Trayvon Martin on eBay.
Right.
Sold the gun.
He probably sold it $1,000, $1,200,
man. It was in the millions. Not only that, but during his trial, you know how they had a GoFundMe and I need help because I'm a troubled child.
Well, he got money for it.
He got money for it, millions.
Wow.
And then I fast forward to the Jordan Neely. What was that devil name that had strangled Jordan Neely? Tip of my tongue.
You talking about the guy that was on the train, right?
Yeah, kind of.
I don't know his name.
That devil, Daniel something.
Right.
Daniel, he did the same thing. I was afraid. I had to make sure that everyone else was safe. So, I didn't strangle him for 15 minutes. He was able to breathe.
And you look on Facebook, you see the same devil. I think they was in a McDonald's trying to strangle another brother. Said, mind your own business type thing. But this is what they do. They figure it's all right.
Right.
But they're trying to devour us. If I can read this precept, sir. Isaiah 56:9. All ye beasts of the field. This is what they were in Genesis. Come to devour. Yea, all the beasts of the forest. So every last one of them. That's all the nations. All these Edomites. They come to devour us, man. That's what their job is. Because they're scared of us. They devour us in our devour us financially, but now it's devour us physically. They're the one created this church situation. Our people just go there too. And then our leaders, that's getting off another subject, our leaders just say, oh yes, okay, I'll devour them too.
Right. But that's right within context though.
Right.
Because they afraid of us. Why? Because if we know this Bible,
right,
if we know this Bible, because the way that Isupk under Commander Jimmy Hunter does, they're going to be afraid of us.
I'm afraid of you.
So guess what they do? They come up with these Christian churches.
Right.
They come up with all of these, denominations and doctrines and philosophies.
Right.
That's what they do, because you know why?
That's right.
That's what the scripture says, because they ain't right within context, brother.
And that's right, sir. Then so when they doing that so that when they smack you, kill you, as the yard stated earlier, no, don't worry about this, turn the other cheek. That ain't even what it means.
Yeah.
And then they go around, and when they kill you, we getting so paralyzed and used to us being killed for frivolous things, we cannot see the truth. That's why we're trying to expose it.
You know, because it's like we going back and forth, man, but we on topic as well too, man. You said something so heavy, it's like we're paralyzed through it. It's like it's our norm.
It's our norm.
It's our norm to say, "Oh shit, man, that's just another black kid that just died." And I mean, like, and think about, like the politicians and the uppity up black people. Like, oh, well, maybe he shouldn't have been there. Or maybe oh man, maybe he should have just listened.
You hear that all the time, though.
Right.
I didn't. Do you know y'all?
I've heard it.
Do you even? I mean, I'm trying to figure out what video are they listening to.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, the operator clearly said it. It's almost like, didn't you not hear the man said, "Don't pursue him"? How did he? Talking about Zimmerman, right?
Yeah.
How did he ever get off on something like that? That's the messed up America. I want to say other words, but that's the messed up America. You know how I was. I want to say. I want to use the F word.
Right.
That's the messed up America that we live in. That we can't even walk in our streets. Where is that at? Lamentations. The yard. You find that in the yard for me, Bob? If I could, sir.
No, man. Let's get to it.
The
thing about it is because we all within context, brother.
It's kind of a concept. I mean, it doesn't make any sense for us to go and have to be faced with this on a daily basis. Then our people get up there in church talking about Martin Luther King, we shall overcome, like as if that's gonna help.
Right.
Here we are getting murdered in the street because of these. Read for me.
This is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17.
Come.
As for us, our eyes has yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save.
Watching for America that can't do a thing for you. Even the operators get up there, don't pursue him. Now here, a black man on the end of getting ready to get his life. George Floyd, a brother was getting ready. Hey, listen, that'd have been my brother. I'd have been in jail right now for clocking that cop. They'd have shot me. They'd shot my ass.
Hey, I would have been in a council for that.
Right.
I'm not about to see any type of brother, man, get strangled to death.
That ain't gonna happen.
And I try not to defend them, but with the whole social media way that we got going on, guess what we doing? Look at this. Look what's going on, y'all.
Right.
We live, man. Look what's going on, man. He's strangling us. He killing us.
Right.
I'm about to say the wrong thing.
But come on now, y'all. Let's get to it now, y'all.
But you know that you would have went up there and at least pushed that man off. And they'd have got you some charges, but the man, Floyd, may be still here. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Finish reading for me if you could. Exactly. It's a good day to die.
Verse 18. They hunt our steps.
They do what?
They hunt our steps.
They hunt our damn steps. That we can't do what, y'all?
That we cannot go in our streets.
We can't even. Who hunting our steps? George Zimmerman. Right. Who hunting our steps? I can't remember the name that killed the Trayvon. What's the guy? George Floyd.
I don't remember the cop name.
But
I know
but that cop for the policeman.
Right.
They hunt our steps because the policeman killing us every chance we get. Read.
Our end is near.
Our end is near. Most High's got to put this thing to a near rapid succession end. It should have ended a while back, a long time ago, man. The Most High is waited. Now he's got to end this stuff. Finish reading.
Our days are fulfilled.
Our days are what?
Our days are fulfilled.
The Bible says our days are fulfilled, man. Go ahead.
For our end is come.
For our end is come. Right? Go ahead. That it on that?
Oh, I think we should read verse 19.
Read that.
Our prosecutors are swift.
Persecutors, right?
Our persecutors are swift.
And persecutors, the people, that's what we're talking about. The George Zimmermans and the guy that killed, that's one killed Trayvon Martin. The one that killed, who was that? Floyd, our brother Floyd, right? And then our persecutors are what?
Are swifter than the eagles of the heaven.
That's this Esau government, right? Go ahead, read.
They pursued us upon the mount.
They did what?
They pursued us upon the mount.
Pursued us upon the mount.
Listen, that right there is so heavy. Because, you know, when you pursue someone, guess what you're doing? Just like we talked about earlier, that's premeditated murder.
Right.
You understand?
Exactly.
When you pursue something on a mountain, it's like, how can I plan this right?
It's like,
Right.
It's like slightly.
No, please, let's get it, man. Let's get it now, y'all.
It's kind of like on the movies, like, you know how you watch movies and
Right.
dudes be on top of the damn building with a sniper, and they, you know, and they target you, right?
I mean, and then, you know, like, you gotta think about, you know, the way that they pursue us. Right. You understand? You can, I mean, you know, a devil, he can just wake up and say, you know what, I'm gonna give me a nigger today.
It's like
Come on,
you do know that's if I could,
please,
you do know that's where the word picnic come from.
Come.
Down in South Jordan, that I know person talk white boys talking about Esau. To pick a nigga to pursue him and finish what you were saying. But that's what they say.
And just to go a little bit deeper,
Where the word came from.
Pick a nigga neck.
Pick a nigga. I kid you not.
not.
They will give a black man his last meal. This is a true story. I'm trying to tell y'all. I used to give a black man a last meal. I live in South Georgia. I'm talking to these Edomites, these devils, man. They would give him his last meal and tell him to run. And then they just pick a slocky. Man, did you want to say something? They just want to pick a nigga, a Negro, however you want to call it. You know, go to the IUIC, call them niggas. They should have picked one of them. I'm sorry. They pick a nigga and say, go get him. And before the day's over, they done killed him. That's where the word picnic come from. People don't realize that. So we shouldn't be saying the word. But this is what they got into our minds. This is what they got. We're so numbified from this till we don't even understand how these people are serious because they are afraid of us. That's Salaki, if I could, sir. Read that. Finish reading that, Nayar.
Let's get it.
Like they pursued us upon the mountain. They laid wait for us in the wilderness.
Mm-hmm. See that right there? And see, Mount Seir was right there. That's why the Most High had to push us through all that. They did what? They
laid wait for us in the wilderness.
Here, let me read this. I think Officer Shah has got something, a precept to match that, right? Okay. He said, if I could, said 1 Samuel 15:2, he said, thus says the Lord of hosts, I remember that which Amalek, which is Esau, right, did to Israel, how he laid wait for him in the waves. There it is right there. And when he came up from Egypt. Clap it up, y'all. That's right, Asha.
Scriptures
right.
Of how we're continually being targeted over and over and over again. Right. You understand me? It's like a residual cycle of let's go get us a nigga today.
Right.
You understand
me?
This
is what it was.
And you know, like you know, the scripture talks about, you know, like they lurk in the wilderness. Right. Think about when you get a speeding ticket. Where the police officer at now, y'all? Somewhere in the cut. Somewhere in the cut, eating a donut, you know, drinking his coffee or drinking liquor or, you know, snorting crack. Who knows? But he's off in the cut right now, y'all. You're like, oh man, you know, let's just wait until we're gonna catch somebody speeding today. It's not gonna be one of us. Yeah. It reminds me of that one story. It was in Georgia. It was in Atlanta, Georgia, because when the police officer, he thought that he had pulled over a black person, and we talked about this before in class. You probably don't remember, but I'm about to try to jog your memory. Remember when that police officer pulled over a white woman, and the white woman said, "Oh man, I'm scared," you know, or whatever. The police officer said, "Oh, we don't kill you, we kill black people."
I think I've heard that. I can't qualify where it came from, but I've heard that.
We don't kill you. Don't be afraid. You're not one of them.
Wow. Is that was on video?
It was on video. I said it for a very long time. It happened years ago.
We definitely need to find out because that right
years
there.
ago.
But
I mean, man, they probably took it down from YouTube because it's so diabolical of how the police officers think.
Right.
It reminds me of the KKK.
Right.
It reminds me of the slave patrols.
That's what it was.
You understand? It reminds me of now here today in 2023 in America KKK, the police force.
Right.
You understand me? And this is what's happening all throughout the world for Black, Latinos, and Native Indians. Man.
Right. Exactly. That's exactly right. They hunt. Was there any more on that? That lamentation. That was it. They hunt in our steps. That's what they're doing, people. That's what they continue to do.
Because we gotta finish these scriptures.
Concept. I'll get back to them. Deuteronomy 2, verse 5. Metal. Let's go back to 4, sir. And commanded thou the people, saying, ye are of the past. Saying, ye are to pass through the coast of your brethren, the children of Esau, which dwell in Seir, and they shall be afraid of you. Take ye good heed unto yourselves, therefore. Verse 5, meddle not with them.
Wait a minute.
What it says right
We
here.
gotta stop right there.
Right there.
We gotta listen, man. We gonna end on this scripture because, man, I can't listen. I'm not gonna shut up about this right here.
Meddle not with them.
Say it one more time.
Let me get it. It says, which dwell in Seir, and they shall be afraid of you. Take ye good heed unto yourselves, therefore. Meddle not with them.
Do not deal with white society.
Right.
Do not deal with the KKK. Do not deal with white supremacy.
That's right.
It says it right here, Nayar.
That's right.
Are we reading this? Am I going crazy because I
That's what it says, sir.
But
right
guess
here.
What? We have to care for them. We want to be around them.
Right.
We just, you know what? Not all white people are bad. How many times you hear that, Nayar?
All the time.
Come on now.
Not all of them not bad.
Not all of them not bad, but the Lord is saying, meddle not with them.
Meddle not with
Meaning
them.
what?
Yeah.
Hey, in the words, so like I'm gonna say this, in the words of a street / hood nigga, don't fuck with them.
That's right. That's what it says.
You understand me? Don't fuck with them.
Meddle not with them don't mean some of them.
Right.
It don't mean a few of them. It says meddle not with them. When the Lord said that, he's inclusive of all.
Because and now we in the Old Testament, we in Deuteronomy, but we understand it in, and this is all throughout the scriptures. Go ye not, meddle not with them.
That's right.
Why? Because the Lord is warning you
of
what's to happen if you deal with them.
Right.
Have you ever been in a bar or you own like you're on a dinner date, whatever the case may be, and you see a crowd of people, a crowd of white society, and then you see one black marker. You understand me? You see one black marker just sitting there, just all out of place. But guess what? He's trying to fit in with America. He's trying to fit in with the norm. He's trying to fit in and trying to do what? He's meddling with them because
right.
You understand me?
Right.
And the scripture says vaguely, meddle not with them.
Meddle not with them.
Come on now.
It means exactly that. To keep our people from look what has transpired because we have meddled with them.
Right.
The Bible says meddle not with them.
Goodness. Y'all, my head is hurting, man, because it's like, here in the Isupk, we truly care about Black Latinos and Native Indians, man. What did we do yesterday, Nayar?
Yesterday we passed out food to our brothers and sisters, Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. The homeless people.
The homeless people.
The needy.
You understand?
Right.
The scripture says what? That the poor is going to inherit the kingdom of heaven, man. You understand me?
It's crazy.
Please.
We even had homeless people that were even, what's the word I'm looking for? They were too proud to take food that we were offering. I'm good. I got money.
It ain't the point. It's not the point at all, man. The point is we recognize that the city of Greenville is lacking something. It's lacking shelter for Black, Latinos, and Native Indians. It's lacking these things where we, as far as a nonprofit organization, have to do what? We have to go out and feed God's children people.
Okay.
You about to say something?
If I got a little precept here that can kind of help with this metal and not with them. That's what we're talking about. 2 Corinthians 6 and 17. You can get it. It says, let me read. I'll read it. Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not this unclean Esau. Touch not the unclean thing.
Right. So you're in the New Testament, right? Because
this is New Testament,
and we're reading in the Old Testament. You see how the scriptures line
together, right?
You understand? Like, we're not just reading this thing as we go type thing.
That's right.
You understand? We've been breaking down these scriptures. We've been getting precepts.
That's
right. Scripture says, from precept upon precept,
line upon line,
line upon line.
Here a little, there a little.
Come on now.
That's right.
Have we not been doing this thing since 1969?
Sir.
Come on now.
Exactly.
Give that a hand.
That's right.
You understand me? Because if not, man, we will be what? Just like
them, right?
Just like the people that are meddling with white society.
And if I could, sir, and this is for you Christians out there that want to still meddle with them. I go back to Deuteronomy, the Old Testament. I go back here all day long on the scriptures now. If I could, sir, Papa John. Deuteronomy 18 and 9. When thou art come into the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations. You don't want to do after the abomination of those nations either. This is a saying. Don't meddle with them. That's what this is saying. I mean, I can go on and on and on.
I mean, man,
listen, but it's sad. It's sad that it's. I'm sorry.
No. Please go ahead.
When we piled up here in these Christian churches meddling with them, we piled up here on the streets doing their bidding because we think that they're part of us. We don't understand that. Oh, I know my rights. They already told you ain't got no right. You're 3/5 of the people. Hey, we ain't got no rights out here. I mean, listen, I've lived long enough to know you ain't got no right. Right. You think that when that I can't remember that. Anybody know the name of that guy that did George Floyd that stepped on his neck? Find out that guy. He knew that he could get away with. He knew that his life. Do you know? As far as I don't think that there has been a Esau cop or Esau person or anybody that I know that has got the electric chair or a prison for a life sentence. I'm thinking electric chair or death sentence for killing a black man. Go ahead. I'm sorry. What you got?
I got him.
What was his name?
His name is Chud.
That's it.
Last name Chud.
Chauvin.
Michael Chauvin.
Yeah. Derek Chauvin.
Derek
Chauvin.
That damn devil put his knee on George Floyd's neck, and you know this dude. We said this because we want to sit up here and we have to. We have to speak about this because Chauvin, he knew that he probably one of the ones that said pick a nigga. He probably was one of the ones that go. He probably would have been one of the ones that went and shot up Dylan Roof, that shot up the church. You know, he would have been George Zimmerman. I mean, that's all the kind of people those are. These are the people that take our people and kill our people. I mean, this is just the atrocities done on film. Can you imagine some dark night in Florida, Mississippi, on the street, some corner in Alabama, where they done threw a rope across a tree and hung niggas? Are you kidding me? You know that they've done this. Go ahead, sir.
And if I could just add, because what you bringing out is some heavy facts and what needs to be heard. Because guess what? You know, that was back in slavery day. But if we fast forward, what century we in? We're in the 21st century, right? Or 22nd century. 22nd century, we're still experiencing this because not too long ago, out there in California, they hung a black person on a basketball
Right.
Right here in right beside South Carolina, in North Carolina, by Winston Salem, they hung a sister from a tree, and guess what they labeled me as a suicide.
As a suicide, you know damn well there ain't no suicide. Go ahead.
That brother didn't get hanged, but you remember in Chicago, that brother, what's his name, started with a K. He got rolled up in that mat. And Delta rolled him up in the mat.
Oh wow! Yeah, I heard of that. Yes, I heard of it.
Yeah, so I think they did the autopsy on. They say his neck was broken, but they tried to say he suffocated. He went into the mat like how the mat is made. They say he just went in there and got stuck.
Right, because that was the one. It was like middle school, high school one. I remember that now because they prolonged it so long, right?
Right.
Was that the one?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, they prolonged it so long, so they saying that he was middle school or high school. They saying that this that this boy went into a mat, rolled himself up, and suffocated and killed himself. And of course,
I've heard that.
Come on now.
And they say they wasn't. They say they didn't do it.
And then it's a lifestyle, mate.
Then
they say because they say at the funeral home, his body was already they already done sliced his body up and took his
That's
out.
what it was.
Stuffed his body up.
Autopsy.
That's what it was.
Oh yeah.
I remember that now. Now y'all good grief.
Stuffed his body up with noodles.
I remember that now,
But
man.
they hold themselves not guilty, don't
Come on now.
I'm sorry.
Here it is, because we have cameras. They have cameras within the school system, right? Come on now.
They say the cameras didn't work. They only got
the cameras wasn't working that day. But they have cameras for what? For the kids' safety. They have them for the kids' safety.
Yeah.
And just like Officer Nayar saying, they wasn't working that day.
They wasn't working that day.
It was a malfunction, because Akshapar.
They don't want to be guilty.
Come on.
Hey, you got the video right there. Read for me now, yo. What you got if I could, Bob?
No.
Zechariah left out. Read that. This is what the possessors say, right here. Now, I ain't do it. Go ahead, read.
Zechariah chapter 11 verse 5.
Right.
Whose possessors slay them.
Right.
And hold themselves not guilty.
They did what?
Hold themselves not guilty.
They hold themselves. I didn't roll this boy up in this mat. I didn't shoot Trayvon Martin. I didn't put my knee on George Floyd's neck. You damn well has got it right there on video. Finish reading.
And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not.
Yeah, and then we sit up here, don't even understand that these people are killing us. And our own church pastors and preachers sitting up there holding Sunday service like it was nothing. That's why Dylan Ruth was able to go down there and shoot up the church, because that last part. Read that. I'm rich. Is it because our Sunday church people, our Sunday church pastors say what? Read that last part.
For I am rich.
They say I'm rich. I ain't worried about it. Go ahead.
And their own shepherds pity them not.
Yeah, I ain't worried about it. Yeah.
Come on now. Listen, man. You brought up a heavy situation once again with that Charleston 9.
Right.
On roof.
Right.
And how they treated him. You know that he actually drove through, it wasn't Greenville, it was like Rock Hill, Fort Mill area here within South Carolina.
Wow.
To get him to where it needed to be. And they said on his drive, they stopped him to get food.
Oh, you mean Dylan Ruth?
Yeah, Dylan Stone Roof. Yeah. So, he just got done executing people. 9 people in and what was it? An A&E church, right?
It was
it A&E or
CME down in Charleston, wasn't it?
Charleston, kind of.
I believe it's the CME if you look it up. I think it's a CME.
I believe it was an A&E, but
it might have been. Yeah, it might have been the African Methodist.
Yeah. I want to say it was an A&E church.
Come.
If I'm not mistaken. So he goes into that church, executes 9 people. They driving from Charleston all throughout South Carolina, stopping them for gas. Hey, do you need to go to the restroom? And, hey, do you need Burger King right now? Do you want a 4 for $4 from Wendy's? Do you want some of our donuts and coffee? Because we got you. They looking at them. You did a
AME,
good job.
African Methodist.
They looking back at him like this because
Right.
you did a good job.
You did a good job.
Let's help you.
So like, please, you said that this was after he got arrested.
This was after he got
And
arrested.
they offered him something to eat.
No. They did. So what happened was
They did.
You know what transpired through the whole situation was Charleston police. So he wasn't from Charleston, so they had to drive him back to where he was.
Expedited.
I want to say it was either. You know what? Was it Sumter? It was somewhere along the lines of not in Charleston. So they had to go, take him, drive him back to his to where he was from. It may have been Buford, wherever he was from. But on the way there, Nayar, of course, in the meanwhile, stopping the gas, asking if he needs, food, and is he okay? Does he need to go to the bathroom?
Right.
Meanwhile, best believe it, if that was an N-word,
Right.
he would have made it back to his hometown.
They'd have chained him on top of the.
Stay there.
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
I've never heard.
He's supposed to be go to the jail where that place is,
The
right? Go ahead. Go ahead.
The only way you can get expedited to another jail is only if you have charges in that
Right.
city. If you don't post it, that's crazy.
That's right.
But
That's exactly right.
it happened, didn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly
That's
right.
exactly
I agree
right.
with you. No, that makes sense. It didn't make sense what they did,
Uh-huh.
but that's what they did. But our preachers let the doors open. They just opened the doors and let Dylan Storm Roof say, because of that last part we just read in Zechariah, just let the door open. Don't worry about it all. Come to Jesus. I surrender.
And
That's how they see it.
Right, and that is just so because of course in Isupk, our security is on a different level.
Different level.
Understand?
Right.
We're not going to allow our oppressor to come here because we have kids, families.
Right.
This is our family.
Yeah, I'm right.
You understand? This is a family that cannot be broken, and the only way it get broken is what? Is if we meddle
If you
with them.
go back to the scriptures, what does it say? It says, meddle not with them, for I will not give you of their land, no, not so much as a foot breadth, because I have given Mount Seir to Esau for possession. So that means the Lord gave, Lord's mercy. So he had to give Esau Mount Seir someplace. And there's evidence that show, if you just look at the pictures, where Esau carved out his little footholds in Mount Seir. He carved his apartments. That's where he is. The Most High is perfect and true. He just said, Esau, just go on over there, sit down over there. And he said, don't mess with their possession, leave them there. The Lord did that so they will have no excuse to come down here. Meddle them, leave them alone.
And that's heavy because, of course, here in America,
Right.
all these different places within the U.S.
Right.
Don't we still have their own land?
They got their own land.
You understand me? So once we go out and try to fit in with them, they look at you different. Like, oh, okay, he's a uppity N-word.
Right.
Or okay, well, let's invite him over and let's slaughter his whole family. Or better yet, it jogged my memory of when that sister had went on vacation with 9 Edomites, and they found her dead.
Right.
You understand me? I mean the story it just goes on and on and on, over and over and over again. But it pinpoint back to the scripture when they said that they are afraid of you.
Right.
And the Lord is telling you to not deal with them.
Right.
You understand me? So this is something that we have to hearken to. Means what? Listen to.
Right.
It's not coming out of Officer Mardaki mouth.
That's right.
It's not coming out of Kazak Shapar mouth.
Right.
It's not coming out of Officer Nayar mouth, is it?
Right.
This is the word of the Most High, man. The one that truly loves Black Latinos and Native Indians, and he's warning you to stay away from them.
Right.
Understand me?
Calm. So that's what it is. It's you gotta go get your oil change in their little oil change places. You got to go to their grocery stores and buy a steak. We don't own nothing. They own all the diamond districts. You gotta go and shop and buy gas and even all these other nations. You gotta do that. But the Lord say you ain't supposed to be guess who's coming to dinner and invite and meddle and meddle and start meddling with Esau, you ain't supposed to invite him to dinner. You know, you stay outside the door somewhere. That's what happened. That's why Dylan Stormroot was able to come and terrorize and kill people, and because we sitting up here trying to, what is it? What do we have? What's that? Stockholm syndrome. And then for trying to love our oppressor, man. Trying to love this. That's exactly what was wrong with that church. Somebody look up that definition of Stockholm. You got that? Now, let me see if I can
find it. Let's look that up, and then we're gonna get ready to close out.
Sir.
You know, Stockholm syndrome has destroyed the Black community, man.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. That's what our people, the pastors of these churches, know. If they can take the people and he can make money, he's got to get the people to join in to start meddling with Esau. Go ahead, read that.
This is the definition of Stockholm syndrome in the Oxford Language Dictionary.
Right.
Feelings of trust or affection felt in many cases of kidnapping or hostage taken by a victim towards a captor.
Right.
Good night, you're head on, brother, because this right here, like I said previously, this has destroyed Black, Latinos, and Native Indians from I'm talking about years ago, because years upon years, you didn't seen it, man, with your own eyes.
That's what destroyed us.
That's what destroyed us, man.
Exactly right.
You understand me? I mean, even you, Nayar, you understand you know, you young and strong in this truth, but you've seen this happen to your own people. You understand? I didn't see it happen to my own people.
Right.
We done seen it as a whole. We may not experience it, what's the word I'm looking for as far as directly, but we are seeing it and experiencing it indirectly. Come on now.
That's right.
Shalom. With that, Amajim stands. You understand me? Let's go ahead and get that horn out of the socket if you don't mind, bro. Oh. It's the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabashamayim, Kadash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Alakwaka, Raba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Asha, Baharatazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Thundanau, Kam, Yawam, Wasalaknawa.
We said in the Hebrew, we said in English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. Forgive our debtors. Lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. From thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Amen.
Psalms 121. Hawa, Marka, Hawa, Zalka, Yad, Yanka, Yamama, Yamamash, Yakaha, Wayarak, Balahala, Hawa, Yashamarka, Makaurai, Yashamar, Hashka, Yahweh, Yashamar,
Alawam. We say it in Hebrew, we say it in English. I will lift up mine eyes to the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord the shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth, even evermore.
Sorry. You want to look toward or like you can do the horn one more time, is that right? And in this room, we're going to prepare to salute Torah. Yahweh Shimi Al Shabrak Yah.
How about Shem Yah Shabrak? Yeah.
How about Shimi Al Shabrak Yah?
If anybody want to get anointed.
Is anyone wants to get anointed today?
What? Oh, you gonna get anointed too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can go ahead and come up here. So I'm going to do is anoint sis, and then we're going to anoint you. All right.
I'm over here, sis. Yeah. If you could, just put a little bit on there.
All right. Just come over here towards the middle if you don't mind. When we point to you, you're going to say your name 3 times, okay? This the man back here. Yabaraka Yahweh.
Yabaraka Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Shamar.
Yahweh.
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 Ayaka.
Wayakanka.
Wayakanka.
Yasha'a. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hanyawa. Shalaka. Alyaka. Wayashamlaka. Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashem.
Bashem.
Shai.
Shai.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapa'ah.
Magan.
Magan.
Alicia. Alicia.
Bashem Yahushai.
Bashem Yahushai.
Water.
Aman.
What we just said in English is Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine thee. Shalaya. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless, heal, shield, protect. Shabbat. All right. Yabaraka Yahweh.
Barak Yahweh.
Wayashamarka.
Shamarka.
Aryahawa.
Anyawa.
Anyawa.
Alyaka.
Alyaka. Wayakanka.
Wayakanka.
Yasha'a.
Asha'a.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hanyawa.
Anyawa.
Alyaka.
Alyaka.
Wayashamlaka.
Waishamlika.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashem.
Bashem.
Yahushai.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapa'ah.
Magan.
Hagan.
Nayar. Bashem Yahushai.
Bashem Yahushai.
Water.
Aman.
Once again, when you said the English was Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless, heal, shall protect. Sorry, I'm crying, brother. Let's slide back up here now, y'all, if you don't mind. Men of Israel, I'm going to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amad Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah. Yahweh Sar, men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amad Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. Yahweh, Shamar, Elatah, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Dismiss.